So on December 14th, wife of Steven Twitch boss Allison Holker announced that he basically took his own life. Now, this situation really brings up a particular point that I really want to bring home, and it just really made me feel like I needed to speak on this. Um, Twitch, from everything that I've been able to find, I've seen him, but I didn't watch Ellen like that. But from everything that I've been able to find, he was a light. You know what I'm saying? Like he would go in the room, light it up, get people hyped. He was intentional about bringing positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to uplift people. His family members said that he was the backbone, right? He was a great dancer, DJ, family man, father, son. Like he wanted to be the best version of himself, not only for his own life, but to improve the lives of the people that he would encounter, especially the people that was around him, on a daily basis. Yet even with all of that, he's a handsome man. He's 6 feet tall, and he's and everything else. Beautiful wife, family, people that care about him. He was imprisoned within his own misery somehow, and it looks like he hid it very well. It looks like most people that he dealt with had no idea what was going on. Some people think it was foul play. At the moment, there's no evidence of that. And him being such a positive person, you would think that people wouldn't really have it out for him unless they were envious of his happiness, which is possible. But it looked like he did it himself. Like he went to a hotel room nearby, I guess, so he wouldn't be there with the family, with his family, like wouldn't do it there, so that they wouldn't have that memory. And he did it there in the hotel with a note. And for me, it really just shows something in particular that I think people just don't fully understand. In life, we have to embrace moving forward if we want to get things accomplished, right? We have to embrace packing away our emotions, especially men, right? Like packing them away, moving forward, performing the particular duties that we have on hand or that we aspire to be or maintain. Meanwhile, there may be things within the back of our minds that's eating at us, right? That is dictating how we may feel alone or how we interact with people that we know. And based on the note that was left, he basically hinted at things that had been bothering him in the background of everything that he was doing. It's almost like some people that deal with various issues. I don't know what his was specifically. Could be depression, anxiety, past traumas that linger and just get to them sometimes. It's always there, you know what I'm saying? And you have to push it back. So it's almost like each of these people are on stage. They're doing a performance, right? But behind the curtain, the inner workings of how things are being handled would show a different story, would show a different version of them. It could be something from his childhood that happened to him that maybe people didn't know about, because oftentimes men specifically, they go through things, but they don't tell anybody. You won't find out until 30, 40, 50 years later, 60 years later. Women do too, but it seems like it happens more often with men because there's more of a bravado that has to be put on, right? which I'm going to get to in another video. But it's really the same with women as well. But in this particular situation, I'm gonna focus on Twitch. But he has to maintain his family, the people that he meets, his persona, friendships, all of these things. Meanwhile, he has this stuff eating at him in the back of his mind. It's difficult to say if he ever talked to anybody about it. Some people say that whatever you got, push it down. Whatever happens to you doesn't matter. And there is power in that. There is power in the ability to move forward in spite of what has happened to you. My argument is that it doesn't change that it happened to you, right? And you can't really run away from it forever. You can try, you'll get far, but I would say for people that's pushing forward, anybody listening, if you've been through something and you haven't tackled it, but you still have to move forward, definitely push forward. Definitely practice the art or the muscle of moving forward in spite of. But at some point, you got to sit down with yourself and tackle those demons and get some kind of control over them. Whether it's with a loved one that will talk to you about it, will listen, whether it's therapy, or whether it's just sitting down, meditating, praying, or whatever it is that you need to do. At some point, you need to tackle it, because oftentimes, even if a person doesn't go to that extreme, as in deleting themselves, those wounds, those past events can impact that person's future. It can impact your decisions if you haven't made peace with it, right? Your past can impact, I feel like it's a better way to say it. Something like if you don't make peace with your past, it'll impact your future. I don't know, something like that. But that's pretty much what I've seen. It's like I did a video February. I forget what month it was. But this isn't my first time talking about this topic, where people have taken their own life, and it's really the same thing. Like, she was pushing forward. I believe she was Miss Universe. She was pushing forward in spite of taking on a whole lot of stuff, and she had something going on in the background where she wasn't telling anybody. I could see it in some of her videos, and she just didn't really deal with it. She just pushed it down. But at some point, you have to sit with it, or it'll push you to say something crazy or do something wild or whatever, do something destructive, where you may hurt the people that you care about or yourself, right? So you have to get control of your demons, of your pain. Otherwise, it'll get control of you, and you'll be a hostage in your own mind. So that is the main things that I wanted to say, like the main point. I really hated for the family. I saw where the mom, it looked like it was just all genuine love, right? And there may have been like a hint of despair in his eyes, but it didn't look like any of the people around him felt it, but I mean, he likely hid it well, But anyway, yeah, I saw an image of the mom, and she was saying like a lot of things, just how she felt about it, that she was grateful for all of the kind words, but due to the loss being so heavy, she really couldn't talk. She couldn't really find the words to communicate the level of heartbreak that she was feeling at that time. And I just, seeing the Shanquella situation where the parents lost Shanquella because of her fake friends. And then you see situations like this one where this mom lost her son because of something that he was dealing with, and something that was hurting him within himself that he didn't really tackle. And I can't really speak to all of the details because I don't know. I can't say for sure if he didn't try to get any help, but at face value, it looks like he just, it looked like he was on his own. Like nobody knew the level of stress that he was under. But yeah, if you are going through something, I would say to, tackle it. At some point, you have to face what happened to you. I'm not saying don't push forward. That is an art in itself, the ability to push forward in spite of. But at some point, you have to tackle that, especially if you're noticing that things are out of order within your core. If you're noticing that you're doing certain things or like having certain thoughts, I just have to say get help of some kind. Talk to somebody. Like sometimes you get friends or something like that, and they can kind of be a listening ear, and that alone can be of great assistance. Just to be able to voice it and not feel like you have to keep it in a bubble, right? Because at some point, if you just lock it down like that, it's so volatile. It's such volatile energy that it's going to pop, and who knows what happens when it pops. So yeah, get out. If you have anything to say, anything you're feeling, comment down below. I'm a published author now, and yeah, that's part of what I've been doing since I've been out of commission. Also trying to fix my laptop, which won't let me record half the time. Hopefully this works. I mean, I'm really just speaking off the cuff, right? I've been thinking about this. Hopefully this works. Hopefully there's no drama and I'm not glitching out. That would suck. If I am, maybe I'll just put a picture up or something, and y'all will just have to trust that I'm physically here and listen to the sound of my voice and know that I'm actually talking. But anyway, the book actually deals with stressful situations, so if y'all want to check it out, could be of help. And yeah, have a good one.